Some gossip is coming your way, and you'll soon see why people will start talking a lot about you. And this is what the tarot has to say about it. In the coming days or weeks, you are going to meet someone new. Let's see if they have good or bad intentions. I feel that this person is coming because you have been alone for a while, without someone special in your life. They come with the intention of winning you over and treating you in a very special way, showering you with romantic details. But not everything is as good as it seems. And I'll tell you why this person will value you. And the connection you will have will be strong and passionate. What is approaching could be a serious relationship, even leading to marriage. And that's why people will start talking a lot about you. But before I tell you this person's name, I'm going to warn you about something negative. There is a woman who is in love with that man, and someone secretly envies you a great deal. Today you will find out who it is. Be careful because you will soon know who you cannot trust. Although she seems close and friendly, this person feels great resentment towards you. Prepare yourself, because what follows is even deeper. That enemy I'm talking about is someone who could never stand your shine, and although she tries to hide it, she cannot conceal the envy she feels seeing you advance. You don't need to do anything to annoy her. Your mere presence, your success, and your essence are enough for her to feel overshadowed. That woman has looked for ways to stop you with words, with actions, and even with negative energies. But everything she has sent is returned to her multiplied, and what comes now is divine judgment falling upon her. Because God will not allow them to keep closing your paths. What heaven prepares for you, you will not be able to attribute to anyone, because it will be a miracle that will bear your name and your effort engraved. I see the release of a contract, a signature that will open the door to a new time of abundance. This signature brings stability, independence, and recognition. Prepare yourself because this move will be so fast that you won't have time to look back. What once seemed impossible will be resolved in days, and everything that was stalled will begin to flow like a river that breaks dams. I also see a physical change, a move. It will be like moving not just your space but your life. The people who knew you will not recognize you because they will see how God elevates you, how humiliation is left behind, and honor comes into your hands. That change will bring new people into your life, connections that will value you and push you to grow. And it is precisely that which generates so much discomfort in those who cannot stand your progress. Your enemy, the one who has worked so much against you, will be exposed. The very circle in which she moves will realize her falsehood and her venom. She will no longer be able to disguise herself as a friend, an ally, or a counselor, because her intentions will come to light within herself. She will fall into the hole she prepared for you. Rest assured that whatever she wishes against you will be what is most quickly returned to her. God shows me that this woman has very clear characteristics. Her character is strong, often explosive, and she likes to pretend to have a life she doesn't really have. She is someone who smiles to your face but criticizes you behind your back. Someone who even surrounds herself with people to feel important. However, that false power is crumbling because it no longer has strength against you. What is coming for you is the opposite. Peace, prosperity, and divine justice. I see that the tears you shed in silence were not in vain. God collected them all. He has decreed that your season of restitution has arrived. He will give you what is yours, multiplied and strengthened, because you endured the storm without giving up. Mark my words, in less than you imagine, God's justice will manifest, and your name will be synonymous with victory. Naib, to stop what is already written for you, declare it right now. What God has for me, nothing and no one can take away from me, because that decree will be your key to open doors and close cycles of pain once and for all. That woman doesn't understand that what you have is not luck, but the fruit of your effort, your faith, and your perseverance. She envies you because while you move forward with firm steps, she remains trapped in comparison and resentment. She can't stand to see how your projects grow, how people trust you, and how you manage to stay strong despite the trials. That's why she tries to imitate you. But she can never be like you, because what is yours is authentic and comes from the heart. God and the universe have already prepared your reward. A stage is coming where money, stability, and recognition arrive in your life. I see you signing important documents, agreements that will open new doors and give you peace of mind. That wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, and nothing and no one can stop it. At the same time, divine justice will make your enemy receive what she sowed. Everything she planned against you will return to her. You are left with the peace of knowing that you didn't have to do anything for that to happen. But there is something more. A surprise is coming that will change the way you see things. It's something you always dreamed of, and that will arrive unexpectedly. It could be extra money, a project that finally materializes, or the help of an influential person who will lend you a hand at the perfect moment. Don't doubt it. Your abundance is marked, and you just have to receive it with faith. That's why you repeat, I receive what the universe has for me. I decree it. That phrase is the key that opens the path to your blessings. A warning also appears. Don't tell your plans to everyone. There are people who seem happy for you, but in reality they wish for you to fail. Protect your energy. Share your achievements only with those who truly support you and wish you the best. Silence is also protection. In love, a person from your past will try to return, although it may stir up memories and emotions. It will not be the best for you. That return will only be a test for you to confirm how much you have grown and how much you value your peace. God wants you to protect your heart and not go back. Your future is with someone who will give you stability, true affection, and a lasting relationship. You have a special gift, intuition. That's why many times what you feel ends up becoming reality. It's not a coincidence. It's a divine gift. Learn to trust those premonitions more because they are signs that guide and warn you. To enhance this gift, carry an amulet with you that connects you with your energy. It could be a silver necklace, a ring, or any object that makes you feel protected. You will notice that in important moments that object heats up or vibrates, and it will be a sign that something is happening around you. Remember, this message did not come to you by chance. It is confirmation that your life is entering a cycle of justice, abundance, and true love. The only thing you need is to believe and receive it with gratitude. That woman who has wished you so much harm thought she could destroy your light, but she ended up falling into her own trap. Today she feels lonely, defeated, and full of frustration because everything she did against you did not work, even though she tried to see you dimmed and without strength. The universe took it upon itself to show her that your protection is greater than any evil. She invested time and money in works that only sank her deeper into her own karma. Meanwhile, paths of peace and blessings are opening up for you. You are someone with a unique shine, and that bothers those who cannot move forward. Many people would like to have what you carry in that internal strength, that energy that attracts love, harmony, and opportunities. That is the reason why the envious cannot stand your progress. However, what is coming for you is even greater. The angels have already taken up your cause and are defending you in silence. Every tear you shed is being transformed into joy. Every sleepless night will be exchanged for peace and rest. What you need now is to cut off at the root all the negative energy that was thrown at you. There is a spell that was cast with the intention of affecting your love life, of breaking the union with your special person, and of making you feel alone. That is why in recent months you have noticed strange signs, sudden headaches, stomach discomfort, or waking up in the early morning without explanation. None of this is a coincidence. That witchcraft sought to distance you from the one you love and to confuse them. The good news is that this evil is broken with faith and action. Declare firmly, I am that I am, because those words are a decree. If you say it with faith and write it as confirmation, you will be breaking those invisible chains. Do not despair if you do not see immediate changes, because the dark energy is strong, but your power is stronger. In a matter of days, you will receive news from that person, and little by little, they will begin to awaken from the control in which they were trapped. Your spiritual gift is key in all of this. You have a gift from God that makes you feel premonitions and warnings before things happen. It is as if your soul were connected to the sky, and you could perceive what others do not see. Not everyone has that gift. That is why you must value it and learn to use it consciously. A simple way to enhance it is by carrying an amulet with you. A ring, a silver necklace, or any object that you feel vibrates with you. You will notice that sometimes it heats up or transmits a strange sensation to you. That is the sign that something is happening, either an alert or a sign of protection. Remember that love, peace, and happiness are destined for you. You were not born to live in chains. You were born to shine and guide others. God will not allow you to remain trapped in what someone wanted to impose on you with malice. This is the time of your liberation, of leaving fears behind, and opening yourself to all the blessings that are already on their way. That person who tried to dim your light will not be able to overcome your light. Karma is on its way, and it will be their own downfall. Meanwhile, new opportunities, abundance, and a true love that cannot be broken await you. Trust. Decree and receive, because what is yours is already marked by destiny. They are so obsessed with you that they cannot live in peace. They wake up with anger and go to bed with envy, thinking about how to stop you, how to prevent your life from moving forward. They have reached such a point of obsession that they wish they could be inside your home, see every step you take, every word you say, just to find something to attack you with. They feel desperate because despite everything they have done, nothing has worked. They have invested money, time, and energy in rituals, in witchcraft, in poisoned words, but every attempt returns to them with more force. You continue to shine, you continue to grow, and that consumes them from the inside. Comment now. They can try to knock me down, but they will never succeed. Because that's the truth. They can keep trying 1,001 times, but they will never be able to touch what God has already blessed. And you are blessed, protected, and marked by divine light. For a long time, you have been the target of betrayals, close people who feigned affection, but in reality harbored jealousy. People who appeared to be friends but deep down desired your failure. Your intuition has always warned you. You have felt it in your heart, in those premonitions that later come true. You knew there was someone treacherous around you, someone who would not hesitate to sell their soul for money, someone who wished to keep what does not belong to them. That man I'm talking about is calculating, cold, and moved by ambition. His gaze gives him away because he always seeks to have control of everything. His obsession is money and his family's inheritance. He is capable of betraying anyone to get what he wants. And the saddest thing is that he doesn't work alone. He has allied himself with a dark woman, a priestess who lives off witchcraft and deceit. Together they have tried to destroy you, especially financially. They have done works on full moon nights, invoking dark forces, paying large amounts of money to block your prosperity. But here is the truth. None of those works prospered. Your strength, your faith, and the divine protection that surrounds you have stopped them time and time again. While they wear themselves out, you become stronger. While they pay to see you fall, you receive blessings that come on their own, without you having to force anything. What they want is to take possession of something that by right belongs to you, a blessing that already has your name written on it. But they will not be able to do it, because what is yours, nobody can steal. Very soon they will face their judgment, and it will be so harsh that they will wish they had never messed with you. Declare at this moment, I take possession of what belongs to me. That decree is powerful because it opens the doors they tried to close. That woman in particular, the one who has worked the most against you, has been betting on your downfall for years. She has performed ritual after ritual. She has tried all possible tricks, but nothing has turned out as she wanted. And now she is full of frustration. She spies on you, observes you, looks for every detail of your life to attack you. But the only thing she finds is your light. That woman is obsessed with you because she knows you carry the star, that you have a shine that cannot be extinguished. She lies, deceives, manipulates, because her only desire is to see you unwell, to see you stuck, to see you trapped in darkness. But she will not be able to, because what is yours is divine destiny. She says you don't deserve anything you have, that you received everything without effort. But the reality is that she doesn't know your story, doesn't know everything you fought for, the tears you shed, and the sacrifices you made to get where you are today. That woman wants to keep your special person away from you, but not out of love, but out of interest. What moves her is not her heart, but envy and greed. Do not allow any cockroach to steal your queen's crown. Comment now. What God gave me, no one can take from me, because that is the absolute truth. No enemy, no work, no betrayal can take from you what heaven gave you. And here is the key. The reason why that special person changed with you. It was not because they stopped loving you. It was because this third person intervened, practicing witchcraft to break their love for you. They manipulated them, confused them, filled them with doubts that were not their own. That's why they distanced themselves. That's why they seemed cold. That's why they acted in ways you didn't understand. But deep in their heart, the love for you is still intact. Today I tell you that this person still loves you, thinks of you, still dreams of you, misses your voice, your smile, your gestures, looks for you in memories, even if they try to hide it. And soon they will take a step towards you. It will be an unexpected move, perhaps a call, a message, any excuse, but it will be their way of getting closer again. They do it because they can no longer bear the emptiness they feel. They cannot bear the idea of losing you forever. However, that third person, the one who tried to cause so much harm, is desperate, cannot stand to see you together, not even in thought. They worry about what he feels, what you represent in his life, and that's why they move and insist on continuing to attack. but they no longer have power, because what God unites, no one can separate. I want you to comment at this moment with the initial of your special person. Declare it spiritually, because by doing so, you are sealing that connection in the divine, beyond what any enemy can do. That declaration is a key to definitively break what they tried against you. Heaven is in a hurry with your case. There will be no more stagnation, no more blockages. What belongs to you will arrive soon, both in love and in finances. You will see how your life transforms radically. That man who tried to manipulate, that woman who invested in your downfall, will be trapped in their own venom. Karma is already on its way, and no one can stop it. Meanwhile, you will receive clear signs that your victory is near. You might hear a name in strange places, dream of him, or see a repeated number as confirmation from the universe. Those signs are warnings that the liberation has already begun. And remember something very important. Even if they try to spy on you, manipulate you, or intimidate you, they will never be able to extinguish who you are. You were born with a purpose. You were born to shine, and no dark force can stand against the light you carry. This is your moment. Declare with faith. I am untouchable. I am light. I am divine destiny. Because those words seal what is already written in heaven for you. They believed that with black magic they could destroy you, that by playing with the occult they would manage to see you fall. But they were wrong. They used cemetery dirt, black candles with your photo. They wrote your name on cursed papers and buried it in dark places. They went to people who practiced the lowest form of witchcraft and paid money to see you unwell, all with the sole purpose of stopping you, of breaking you, and of making you suffer. But they did not count on something. Divine justice is always more powerful than any darkness. From the first moment they pronounced your name with hatred, they awakened forces they could not control. They thought they could play with fire and that nothing would happen, but that fire caught up with them. Now they feel their lives crumbling in their hands. Their nights are no longer peaceful. They have dreams full of fear and shadows. They wake up with anxiety, with a racing heart, with the feeling that someone is chasing them, and they are not mistaken. Because the very evil they invoked now torments them. There is a woman who leads this spiritual attack against you. She was the one who gave the order, the one who paid, the one who planned each ritual with hatred in her heart. She felt happy thinking she could see you defeated, that your projects would not advance, that your relationship would break, and that your life would remain stagnant. But now it is she who has no direction, who crawls in desperation, who feels that everything she touches breaks into pieces. This woman has awakened the fury of heaven, because no one who touches what belongs to God escapes divine justice. She wanted to see you cry, but now she is the one who cries in silence, with tears of frustration. She wanted to see you without direction, but now she is the one who walks lost, without a clear path, afraid of every step she takes. And it's not just her, those who supported her, those who lent themselves to perform those rituals, those who laid their hands against you, are paying the price. Every candle they lit with your photo is now like a chain that imprisons them. Every word they uttered against you is now an echo that reverberates in their own lives. They wonder why everything goes wrong for them, why their businesses collapse, why their friendships drift away, why their relationships fail. The answer is clear, because the universe does not forgive when someone messes with a child of the light. Everything they sowed, they are now reaping multiplied. The most painful thing for them is that while they fall, you continue to advance. They see you shining brighter than ever. They see you achieve what they thought you would never reach. They see you standing while they sink into a bottomless abyss. They wonder how you do it, how it is possible that nothing they did destroyed you. And the answer is simple. Because your strength is not of this world, because what is in your favor is much more powerful than any attack. The universe has already decreed that victory is yours. No one can stop what is coming for you. Great blessings are about to manifest in your life. The love, prosperity, and peace that belong to you are already on their way. Comment right now. What God has for me, no one can take from me. That decree opens paths, breaks chains, and seals your destiny in the divine. They, on the other hand, feel the rage consuming them. They are frustrated because they don't understand how it's possible that everything is returned to them with such force. They invested so much time, so much energy, and so much money against you, and the only thing they achieved was to accelerate their own downfall. They feel pursued by the same darkness they awakened. They cannot sleep because they hear voices, feel presences, see shadows that haunt them at night. Every door they try to open slams shut in their face. Every project they start turns into a failure. Every friendship they try to maintain breaks. It is as if life itself were pushing them into the void. Because that's how karma works. No one who wishes ill on another escapes their own ruin. Meanwhile, you are entering your best season. The universe is beginning to reward you for everything you endured in silence. That love they wanted to keep away from you begins to return, because no spell can be sustained when there is love. That special person who distanced themselves begins to awaken, begins to remember who you are to them, begins to feel what they previously tried to extinguish, and soon they will give clear signs that the bond that unites you has not been broken. Your projects will also begin to flourish. That money that seemed blocked is released. That opportunity that seemed lost presents itself again. That dream you had stored away begins to take shape. God has seen your patience, your effort, and your faith. And now he decides to lift you up in front of everyone. Your victory will not be in secret. It will be public. Your enemies will have to watch as you rise, as you reach levels they never imagined. And the worst for them will be that they will not be able to do anything to stop it. They will only be left to watch with rage and helplessness. While you receive what was always yours, the evil they tried against you was returned to them multiplied. Now they are the ones who live in fear, who feel that everything is collapsing. Those who look to the sky without answers, they dug their own grave, and you rose stronger than ever. Remember, no one can stand against someone who carries the light. You are that person. You are that warrior. And the universe has already decided that it is your time for victory. Declare it at this moment. I am invincible because God protects me. I am light, and my destiny is victory. What comes now is the truth you were waiting to hear. That special person, the one who at some point moved away from you, never stopped thinking about you. Although you saw them as distant, although their words and actions seemed cold, deep in their heart, the love for you never disappeared. What happened was that they were enveloped in dark manipulation, in an energy that confused them and made them act in ways that were not their own. That's why they changed with you. That's why they seemed like a different person, as if from one day to the next they had forgotten everything you had experienced. But the reality is different. Inside them, that feeling is still alive, stronger than you can imagine. They have tried to ignore it, but they can't. They remember you at the most unexpected moments. They hear a song and your name appears in their mind. They walk through places where you were once together and feel an emptiness that forces them to stop. Even in their dreams, they see you. And those dreams are so intense that upon waking, they cannot shake the feeling that they need to return to you. The manipulation that kept them away is beginning to break. The rituals they used to trap them are weakening more and more, because the light of true love is much more powerful than any witchcraft. And now they are beginning to open their eyes, beginning to realize that they let themselves be carried away by words and situations that made no sense. They are beginning to recognize that what they felt with you was authentic, real, deep. You will see them give signs. Perhaps they will appear with a simple excuse, asking about something unimportant. But in reality, that will be their way of breaking the silence. Because what they really want is to get closer to you, to talk to you, to listen to you, to feel your voice. Don't expect an immediate confession, because their pride still holds them back. But behind every word, every message, there is a strong desire to return. And here is the most dramatic part. They know they failed. They recognize it in silence. Even if they don't say it out loud, they know they hurt you with their absence, with their coldness, with their sudden change. They know they left you alone in moments when you needed their support. And that weight haunts them because every day they realize what they lost by moving away from you. That is why they now feel the urgency to win you back, even if they don't know how to do it. Destiny is not mistaken. What is yours always returns, and it is part of what the universe wrote for you. That is why, although others intervened, although they tried to separate you, the connection was never completely broken. That union is so strong that it withstands storms, attacks, and curses. That union is marked by something that goes beyond the physical. It is a soul bond. What is coming is a meeting. It will not be a coincidence. You may see them in an unexpected place. They may arrive with a message. A close person may talk about them to remind you. But that moment will be the confirmation that the universe is already working on their return. They will come with words of repentance. Perhaps they will not say them in the way you expect, because it will be hard for them to accept everything that happened. But their actions will show it. Their gestures will say it. You will see them nervous. You will see them trying to explain the inexplicable. You will see them struggle with their pride and their need to have you close. And in that instant, you will understand that nothing and no one could tear you from their heart. The third person, the one who worked so hard to keep you apart, will be desperate. They will feel their control breaking, that their rituals no longer work, that their attempts are in vain. And while they are consumed by frustration, he will get closer to you, because what she tried to build with manipulation can never compete with what you and he have naturally. There will be resistance on his part because he fears you will reject him, fears you won't forgive him, fears your heart has closed. But at the same time, he will not be able to stop the impulse to seek you out, because the love he feels is greater than fear, and even if he tries to hide it, every step will lead him straight to you. Prepare yourself because the universe will also test you. You will have to decide whether to accept his return or choose to continue on your path alone. And that decision will not be easy, because even though you love him, the wounds of the past still weigh on you. But remember, true love is not destroyed, it only transforms. And what is coming for you is an opportunity to start over, with more strength and more awareness of what you are worth. Meanwhile, your enemies will be falling into their own abyss. Everything they did to separate you will be returned to them with more force. They will feel defeat firsthand, because they will have to watch, as despite all their attempts, you and your special person reunite. That will be your victory and your divine justice. Declare at this moment, true love always returns. What is mine by destiny is already on its way to me. Because that declaration is a magnet that accelerates what is already written. In the coming days, you will feel clearer signs. Perhaps you will hear his name in someone else's conversation. Perhaps you will dream of him in an intense way. Perhaps you will receive an unexpected message that will change everything. Those signs are the notice that the return is near, that the manipulation no longer has power, and that love is shining again. Do not be afraid. What happened was a test, a storm that only strengthened you. Now comes the calm, comes the reunion, comes the opportunity to build something stronger and truer than before. Your special person will return with repentance in their heart, with a desire to heal, with a deep desire to have you back in their life. And when that happens, the universe will make sure to show you that you were always the chosen one, that nothing and no one could take your place. Declare it. I accept the return of what belongs to me by destiny. Clean, pure, and true love returns to my life. Because that is the truth. What is yours is never lost. It is only delayed to return stronger. The moment you have been waiting for is about to arrive. That reunion that seemed impossible, that you imagined so many times in silence, is now beginning to manifest. The universe has moved all the pieces and broken the chains that kept you apart. Your special person can no longer bear the weight of the distance. They cannot continue living with the emptiness they feel every day and are determined to take a step towards you. You will see them nervous, insecure, with halting words, like someone who carries the guilt of having failed.